Because I love books. When I was growing up, books were my friends. When I didn't have friends, I had books. And one of the greatest pleasures I have right now in life is to be reading a really good book and to know I have a really, really good book after that book to read. So I love books. I think that books open windows to the world for all of us. I want to get the whole country reading again. Those of you who haven't been reading, I think books are important.
Hi, how are you? I'm Demetris Big Meats Taylor, and I'm an author of Revelations, Affirmations, and Confirmations. And one of the things I want to enjoy with you is the art of people really taking time to really get into a good book. Even during the times where you have a busy, hectic schedule, like this young man took time out of his schedule on his lunch break and is enjoying the readings of a good book. Oftentimes, life has gotten so complex till we forget the joy of reading. And my book, Revelations, Affirmations, and Confirmations, is one of those vehicles used that we can get folks on their way to it. Let's show you how.
When I read this, that day I was in a low place. So to read it, it really kind of jumped up off the page for me because I needed to say these things. I needed to believe these things that day. So listen, I know people think because me and meet your friends or whatever, and I'm like, oh no, bye, get the book. No. We were really just getting to know each other when I got this book. So we wasn't as close as we are now. And I was telling people the very next day, y'all, get Meech's book. Get Meech's book. You need to get the book. I heard you talking about something about Superman. What page was that on?
That's on page 28. I mean, honestly, but the passage that really got to me is when he's talking about, being a man and focusing more on your individuality. And that's what makes you mentally healthy and stronger. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because I thought I was the only one who had that, that interpretation of what it is to grow and be a man. I'm only 21, and this is really where I'm starting to come into my own. So I, told my brother to start reading that. What did you think, man?
I started reading it. I'm on page 29. I'm a really slow reader. Just saying, I think it's like it's a lot, and it's a lot in few words, which is best. Like because I'm not really a big reader, so it's like it's easy to understand, and then once you understand it, it starts to hit deep, and you start really thinking about like who you are and the decisions.
Mm-hmm. See that part with him being able to say it didn't have to have a lot. It didn't have to have a lot of words, but it said a lot.
It gave you room to think and apply it to yourself, and then like find it, because it's stuff like that you usually don't think about on the regular. Like for your favorite part, like. Usually people forget like they value or they just don't remind themselves because they so busy doing what they gotta do. And you said at that moment you was in a dark place, so at that time it related to you better. And sometimes like when you said what you said, like it's the same thing as like it's saying so much and so little, which gives, because like usually with things that is taught, it just tell you everything about it, and it really don't give you room to think, well, what if I thought he meant this, that, and the third, or if I thought he could have meant this, that, and the third, that way. So it gives you room and opportunity to interpretation and to self-check and just check on yourself type thing and see where you've been and where you're going.
I get you.
That's dope. I don't know if he consciously or unconsciously did that, but that's a good thing.
And there's something in it for everybody.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. There's something in here for everybody. Like the thing jumped out at me because I needed it at that time. But you know how people wake up and say, this is my mantra. I got to get up and say it. When you got this book, you're going to be confused because there's so many things that you can say. You'll be reading this book every day just because it's so many wonderful things in here. And you might read something and get something totally different out of it than what I got out of it. But you got what you needed to get out of it. And I got what I needed to get out of it. That's why I love this.
Right. And then, like I said, even though some of the passages, they're more transparent because he says, declaring that you are the man you set out to become, one of dignity, integrity, honor, and valor. That applies to everyone. That's not just to being a man. That's just applying to being an adult.
Right.
transformation from a child to adult.
Right. So you guys, I'm just like really happy that you guys were able to get what y'all needed to get from this book, and I'm really grateful to Mitch for having written this book, because like I said, when I got it that day, I needed it.
Reading is such a wonderful thing, and as I've said before, sometimes it's a lost art form, but the power of having a good book in one's hand always seems to resonate, it rejuvenates, it excites, and it renews the soul. Grab yourself a good book today, and I would recommend mine, Revelations, Affirmations, and Confirmations. You can order it now at all bookstores or simply by going to www.dishingtea.com.